Hello everybody, today we're going to see how we can undervolt a Lenovo ThinkCentre M57 by modifying the ISL6323 voltage controller for the CPU. Since it's a desktop computer from Lenovo, it does not have any BIOS setting to allow us to undervolt or overvolt the CPU, nor is there any easy way under Linux to undervolt the CPU beyond anything than the default accepted voltage identifier. So if we take a look at the datasheet for the Renesas ISL6323, we can see the 7 VID selector pins from the CPU, but most importantly there is the OFS pin right here. And gratefully, it's well documented in the datasheet. If you connect it to ground, you can undervolt, and if you connect it to VCC, you can overvolt. And Renesas even provided a method of calculating the exact value of the resistor you have to add to the OFS pin. So if we're going to look at the example of my CPU, of my motherboard, you can see the ISL chip and you can see this dot indicating pin 1. So if we compare it to the datasheet, you can see that pin 9 is this one. And luckily for us, Lenovo designed the motherboard in such a way that from the manufacturer it can be undervolted or overvolted depending on the results. So this pin is connected to this 22K resistor in my case, and the 22K resistor is connected to ground. So out of the factory, my motherboard has a slight undervolt configured on the Renesas chip. Luckily, this connector or this pad is also connected to the resistor, and this pad is connected to VCC. So basically what we have to do to change the voltage of how much we undervolt the CPU, we can just connect a cable to this pin, to this pad, add a resistor, and connect it to ground. In my case, I used a 10 kilo ohm resistor. This pretty much changes the total value of the offset resistor to 7 kilo ohms when the resistor is set to 10 kilo ohms, but since it goes from 0 to 10 kilo ohms, it gives me a wide range of possibilities. In my case, I managed to undervolt my CPU to 1 volt under full load, which was still stable and is about 300 millivolts below the default max voltage of this CPU.